So what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Coach Eric here, Myers Warrior Martial Arts. Okay, actually Warrior Martial Arts now. And welcome to Taiji with me. And we've been covering all the way up into the cross step and gather in before we got into we did the side kick, and we're now going to move into creeping down to golden rooster. We're almost at the end of the form at this point. We're very, very close to the final areas of the form. So once we get through this, which is going to be just a few more lessons here, then we'll start expanding upon this information and just kind of going back and recovering it and things like that, those that want to know. So I took the day off on Friday. Body wasn't feeling very good. A little sore and a little banged up from training, and plus doing some housework. So I just took the day and chilled. So then I got after it and did some garage work, and now I'm really sore today. So anyway, obligations, right? So let's get to it. So today we're going to cover the creeping. I covered the creeping down, and then the golden rooster comes right after that. It's a balancing act, and then we move into what's called view the fair maiden. View the fair maiden. It's a very exotic name for it, I guess, but the technique is right in Krav Maga. We used it it's almost in all striking-based martial arts. It is a simultaneous block and strike, so it's at the same time, so I block and I strike simultaneously. That's a very useful self-defense skill, but it's done twice. It's a turning, right after you do the final golden rooster technique, you step down and you're going to push. So the movement, after the left side golden rooster technique, once I'm here, I sit down, my toes pointed that way, okay? So when I set my foot down, I twist my foot and set it down. So now I turn to hold the ball, like we did at the very beginning. And now I do a ping step, where I step my heel to the floor, and this one goes up, this one just tracks straight up, and this one goes straight forward. Now the intent is the mouth of the hand, okay? Just the mouth. In Japanese, it's called kokuchi, or tiger mouth strike. Okay? So, again, we're here. Set the foot down at an angle, hold the ball, step with the heel, raise up the right hand, launch the left hand forward. Now when I do that, my toes are pointed this way. When I go to turn, my toes go that way. Okay? So when I set my foot down, here it's pointed to the side. I swing my step through. These toes are pointed straight ahead. As I step down and I go to throw the strike, my body turns and my heel pivots on the ball of the foot. I pivot on the ball of the foot to where my toes are this way now. Okay? That takes a little practice, okay? So, let's see if I can back up just a little bit here. So we're in this position here. I set it down. I swing the heel. I'll block and tiger mouth strike. Now we repeat this. So now I come back and I turn my toes that way, and I hold the ball on this side. This hand's pretty much already in position. Now I swing the heel, step, and palm tiger mouth strike through here. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, pretty simple. So this one's not very complex at all. It's very similar to the Part the Wild Horse's main stepping motion. Only thing you're doing now is changing the hand placement. So one is an upper block, rising block type position, and then the other one is a tiger mouth strike, attacking the throat or the bridge of the nose. Various things. The hand position is almost irrelevant. Okay? So one more time. So here. Now if this is too difficult in your golden rooster, you can just put your toes on the ground for balance here. Okay? Like a cat stance. But then I step, heel strike down, locking up, rock back, pivot, step through, and repeat. Okay? So that's the what we call view the fair maiden. Okay? That's view the fair maiden. Now, right after this position is a very interesting technique called golden needle at sea bottom. I don't know why it's called that, but it is. But it's kind of interesting. So what we do there is we take a step forward after this and end up into a cat stance on the left foot, ball of the foot. And we do this type of motion, like this hand goes here, and this hand goes right across my wrist. Okay? So it goes down and across. Now this is actually, in my studies, it's a wrist lock. So I'm actually dislocating my opponent's wrist. So it's interesting, but it's very health beneficial too, not for your opponent, but for yourself on training. So when I do that, I go here. So let's say we're in this left side forward, right arm attacking. I'm going to push down, and as I do, this hand turns and comes back to my hip. So I go from here, and as I do, I bring my feet together. Okay, so now I'm in parallel, my feet are parallel to each other. My right hand is on my ribs, my left hand is kind of holding it. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up my left foot and drop my ball of the foot on the ground right where it's at. So just pick it up and replace it. Now this hand, my right hand, travels over my left wrist here, and as I do, I go down and try to touch my fingertip to the floor. Okay, just the middle finger, just barely try to touch it to the floor. So that's the game plan there. Now you don't have to go that deep. If your back won't let you or anything like that, it's not the point. So you just go as low as you can. Okay, so that's the intent. So I come up, then I go down, touch the floor, and come back up. Okay, that's pretty much it when it comes to those two moves. So we're almost at the end of the form. So tomorrow I will teach the second, the one right after this called shuttles, and then we will be at the final sequence when we turn around and go back to the closing situation. So at this point, I'm going to demonstrate the whole form at this time, and just follow along. If you feel like following along, get up off your sofa or chair, or if you're outside sitting on a bench, or if you're at work, take 10-minute break, coffee break. This is better than coffee. So join me. Well, there you go. Taiji with me. Actually got it pretty right that time. I actually landed almost exactly where I started. So sometimes you notice that. You'll be off a little bit on your stance. Throughout the form, one side will be a little different than the other, and you'll miss your starting point. And I usually do by just a couple of few inches. But today, I pretty much landed right where I started. Keep up the good work. Practice hard. Actually, practice soft on this, okay? And I'll see you guys soon. Later.